welcome to my channel, SJ Lopez Designs. My name is Samantha, and on my channel I just want to talk to you all about crochet things, like maybe share some patterns with you, maybe go through some techniques or just like current projects that I'm working on, or just have a talk about yarn and crochet because I love to crochet. I was taught to crochet whenever I was maybe around 8 years old by my great grandmother, and she taught me basically how to just chain and single crochet. And then over the years, other people have taught me things here or there. I taught myself how to read patterns, and then I taught myself how to write patterns. And today I want to share a pattern with you. It's my little pink ghost pattern. So here it is. Let's go get started. To complete the pink ghost pattern that I have written, I used a medium weight yarn in fuchsia, or just like a pink. And then I also have the same weight in white. This one's kind of an off-white, but it's easy to work with. And then stitch markers will come in handy. I also use a 4mm crochet hook, or a size G. You don't have to have a tapestry needle or a crochet needle, but I like to use them in my projects. But you can also use your hook to weave in ends at the very end if you need to. And then don't forget to use a pair of scissors whenever you need to switch thread or cut off an end. And then of course, here is our finished project, our pink ghost. So to get started, you want to just chain 10. So you can do a slip knot, or you can do a slip knot, or just attach it the way that I did. I've got my first chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this last chain is going to be used as a turning chain. And then to get started on the first round, I'm going to half double crochet all the way to the end. But again, skip this chain right here. In round 2, I'm going to chain 1, turn, and then in this first stitch, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets. And I'm going to half double crochet all the way across, but not finish in the last stitch, and I'll show you what we do there. So I'm just going to half double crochet in each one of these. Okay, and then just like in the first one, I did 2 half double crochets. I'm going to do that here at my end. I'm going to do 2 half double crochets. And this is just an increase to make my ghost get wider. So we'll go ahead and count. I should have 11 stitches. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Okay, now for round 3, we're gonna go ahead and do our chain 1, and we're gonna turn our work. And then in this round, we're gonna do basically the same, except for our stitch count has increased. So go ahead and do 2 half double crochets in this first stitch here. 1 and 2, and then we're gonna half double crochet across again, but we're gonna do something a little bit different again in that last stitch there. So okay, and then in this last stitch here, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets. And there's 1 and 2. Okay, so at this row we should be up to 13 stitches. So go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again, we're going to chain 1 and turn for our next round, and then go ahead and do 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. Half double crochet across. And then in that last stitch, do our 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. Again, count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that's what we should be at. We're increasing by 2 every row. But in this row, we're going to do something a little bit different, because we need to start adding our face, our eyes, and then our mouth here for our pink ghost. Okay, so we're going to start this next row by doing a chain 1, and then we're going to turn. This one might be a little bit tricky, just in the sense that we are going to be going back and forth from our fuchsia, our pink, or we're going to be back and forth from our pink fuchsia to our white. So I like to do an invisible color change for that. However, whatever way you choose to do is fine. You just have to make sure that the side that has the face that is showing, it doesn't have all of the ends. But I'll show you what I do for this part. So we chained 1, we turned. We're gonna do 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. But before I finish this last half double crochet, I'm going to go ahead and do an invisible color change with my white. So I have my white, I have not finished this last half double crochet, and then I'm just going to take this like it's my working yarn and then pull it through. And then now I have my next yarn on the hook, and I'm going to go ahead and do 3 half double crochets in this white. Sometimes I like to tuck the tail down here, kind of go ahead and start hiding it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 half double crochet. Here's the second, and then here's the third. But just like I did before, I'm not gonna finish that because I'm gonna pick back up my pink and I'm going to finish that loop. Tuck down there. But now I'm gonna do 3 more half double crochets in my fuchsia pink. Do 1, 2, and then 3. But before I finish, I'm going to grab my working white yarn here and finish it off, and then go ahead and start working in my white again. 1, 2, 3, and then just for the last part of this row, I'm going to pick up my fuchsia again and finish that one off. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my last 3 half double crochets here. So 1, 2, and then just this last stitch here. It's a little tricky because it's kind of facing the other direction since we're working back and forth here. So I'll do my last half double crochet of this round. You can kind of see that we're starting the eyes right here. So for the next round, round 6, or next row, row 6, I'm going to repeat this across. So 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. So I'll see you back after that's done. Okay, so I just finished row 6. I repeated row 5. So this is what it should start to look like. You can kind of see that I've got part of the face going here. Just 2 rows of the white in here, and I didn't ever cut off my yarn. I just kind of like worked it across, and you can kind of see on this other side how I just carried the yarn over. You can try to hide, like when you're working the white, you can try to hide the fuchsia underneath, and then the vice versa, try to hide the white underneath and just carry it along. However, sometimes I feel like the other color is a little more noticeable. I mean, it's not too bad, and you can do whatever you want to do here, but since this is going to be in the inside with my fiber fill, I'm not really worried about what this side looks like, and I think it is secure and it's not going to show that extra color on the side that is showing to the world. So but we're going to continue on with the next row, which will be row 7. Okay, round 7. I'm going to go ahead and continue with my chain 1 like normal. I'm going to turn. There's our lovely start of our ghost face, but he's upside down because we're working top to bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and do a half double crochet across. One, 2, 3, 4, 14, and you will still have 15 half double crochet stitches across. That number has not changed. The only time it changes is on our very last row at the bottom. Okay, so there is our lovely ghost eyes. Okay, so then again, our front side and our inside. I guess you could say this is the right side and then the wrong side. Now we're starting row 8. In this row, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the mouth. So we're going to be going back and forth again from the fuchsia pink to our white, and then back to the fuchsia pink again. So it'll just be this middle part right here. So go ahead and start with the chain 1 and turn, and then you're going to half double crochet 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. But on the 6th one, again, I'm going to do my color change, and this is how I've been doing it. So when it's the wrong side, I tuck this yarn down. I'll go ahead and, well, I guess on this one I'm probably going to cut it just a little too far over, but I'm going to leave a little bit of tail so I can go through and knot these later. But go ahead and pick up my white. Okay, so I've got it tucked down there. I got this cut off, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull this through to finish off that last 6, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my half double crochets in white, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to tuck this down, and then I'm going to pull this over and pull that through. Make sure this one's tucked down, and then I'm going to half double crochet in these last 6 here with my fuchsia pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that last one's right there. 6. So again, we got our wrong side here, and then our right side here. I'm going to repeat round 8 2 more times, so I will come back and show you where we're at whenever I'm done with row 10. Okay, so I have finished row 10, and then you can see I've got I've got the 2 rows that form the eyes. I've got 1 space here, and I got the 3 rows that form the mouth, and now I'm just going to finish the rest of the way down on my ghost. So I'm going to work all the way down rows 11 through 15. I'll continue with the fuchsia doing half double crochets with 15 stitches total across. And then after that we will have 1 more row at the end. So I will meet you back here whenever that's done. Okay, so I just finished this bottom section here. There is a total of 15 rows now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on my last row, number 16. This one's a little bit different just because this is where I'm gonna give shape to the bottom of the ghost and give it more of that like ghost-like appearance. So This one might be a little bit tricky, but I mean, it's not too bad. You just have to follow along with the different stitches because it's just, it's going from like double crochets to single stitches to a lot of slip stitches and then through them all again. So, but on this one, you're going to chain one and turn. We're on the wrong side now. So to begin in this first stitch, I'm going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over, insert hook, and then I'm going to do my first double. There's 1, 2, 3, and then in this next stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet. And then, so it kind of gives this like bubble, sorry, get off the counter there. It kind of gives a bubble type look to it. And then I've done the single crochet. And then in the next 4 stitches, I'm literally just going to slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in this stitch here, I'm going to do another single. And then in the next one, I'm going to do 2 double crochets. There's 1, and then 2, and then I'm going to do a single crochet here. And I'm going to slip stitch in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet, and then 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. So you can literally see the shape of my ghost. He's kind of got that ghost-like bottom to him now. So for now, I'm just going to finish this off. And then I have to repeat this guy again. That way I've got a front and then a back. And then we will get him hooked together and we'll get him filled. So I'll meet you back after doing a whole nother face. So now I have both sides of my ghost done. This is the right side. This is what the wrong side will look like. I'll just flip it over, and then now I've got 2 of the same face, and then I still have my yarn attached here. I went ahead and did like a little slip stitch after I did those last 3 double crochets. That way I can just continue working with the yarn here. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit, just go through and like knot some of these white pieces together just to keep them from unraveling over time. And then the rest of it can kind of use, or I can use it as filling in the middle. And then I'm just going to work on getting these sealed up, and I'll be using my stitch markers and single crochet. So we'll come back after I get the inside cleaned up a little bit. Okay, so you'll want to line them up as best as you can from top to bottom. I have a stitch marker here. I'll eventually, when I get to this part, I'll eventually move it over just to help keep everything aligned. But here is my working yarn with the fuchsia. So I'm going to single crochet across here. Now this is just the edges, and so not everything is going to line up perfectly as it would if it was like like a regular stitch down here. These ones will be so much easier to single crochet off of versus the side. However, it will still work. It just may feel a little bit wonky, and then it might not go in as easily. Your crochet hook might not go in as easily, but it will look good whenever you're done. So go ahead and start with that. So do a crochet. So just continue on around, and then I'll meet you back before we seal up. That way we can get the fiber filling in our pink ghost. And you can fill it however full you want it. If you want it really full, then that's fine. If you want it a little softer, like I'll probably go to about the same amount roughly as I have in my original here. And you just want to kind of like move it around a bit. Okay, so I have it filled about as much as I want it to be filled. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off attaching both sides with my single crochet to the end. And then when I get here, I'll show you how I finish off this pink ghost. So that's my last single crochet. I basically got it done. I just need to cut my yarn, and then I'm going to finish this off, and I'm going to use my tapestry needle, and I'm going to go ahead and weave in this end so that way we don't have any yarn tails left on our pink ghost. So we don't want the yarn tail to be noticeable that we weaved it in through our finished project. So you want to try to hide it. I like to push it through the fiber fill and then go ahead and just weave it underneath some of my half double crochet stitches, and then I'll cut it at the end. And I really don't think that you can notice it, not even if you're looking for it. Okay, so our pink ghost is finished. I am going to offer a written version of this on my Etsy account. I'm still working on that, but if you follow along on my TikTok, SJ Lopez Designs, when I get that Etsy site going, you can find it on there. I also have tips and tricks and some of my videos on my TikTok if you want to follow that. And if you're interested in more free patterns, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can catch those next time. Thanks for following along, and I hope you enjoy your pink ghosts as much as I enjoy mine.